Hello, this is TRJ Audio. This time I'll show you a sneak peek behind the curtain of how I made the sound for the Caretaker. Some inspiration for the Caretaker was the drone from the movie Oblivion with Tom Cruise. I really liked how the drones sounded. They sounded really scary and robotic, and they also had a lot of articulation, kind of like an R2-D2-ish vibe to it, in the sense that they sound robotic, but you can clearly understand if they're threatening or menacing, or they are calming down and backing down or whatever. So that was the expression I was going for, but it also had to feel very big and solid. And early on, when I watched Oblivion back in the day, I noticed that elements of the drone sound was made out of what seemed like cow moose or something like that, at least real animals that were time stretched and stuff. So I thought I would do the same thing here, take kind of an animal approach to it, mixed with the sounds that I discovered while cleaning up after showering. Basically, I'm using the same sound source that I used for the Glyphid Stingtail, the shower water scraper, but you can check out the other video for a description on that. And for me, when I do robotic sounds, I always try to have not only blobs and beeps, but also have some articulations in there that seem human or at least animal in some way. So they convey a real life feeling and not just small beep sounds. So let's go through that track by track. So let's start out by hearing the finished sound. Goes like this. So initially we have a thumping sound, very low, but it sets off the whole like boom, it's a big thing. You know, it's a big machine because I think it's the biggest machine in all of Deep Rock Galactic. And then I have an alarm sound, and the alarm sound is of course meant to kind of wake you up and scare you and communicate, oh, this is dangerous, I need to focus my attention here. And then we get on to the fun bits, the recordings from my shower with the water scraper. And it's pitched down 1 octave to communicate that it's huge. Then I have the same sound at a normal pitch, and you can hear that it has like an animal quality to it. It sounds almost like an elephant. And then it's pitched up again once more, and it sounds like a seal or whale or something. It's awesome that you can do that with just a water scraper. Then I have pitched a tiger growl, pitched down an octave, and then a tiger growl that's normal octave, and then a tiger growl that's pitched up, and then up an octave once again. And you probably noticed that they sound kind of weird, these growls, and it's because I auto-tuned them. It's the same effect that you hear on countless pop records and stuff where people sing like machines because it's being tuned by a machine, and I did that to the 4 octaves of tiger growls to keep everything in unison, but also give it that extra robotic character, both animalistic and robotic. And then we have the whole thing together. And a quick word from our sponsor. I actually don't have a sponsor, but you could be my sponsor. Sounds amazing, right? I know you want to. You can donate whatever amount of money you want. You can have a look at the description and see how you can support me, because I'm doing all of this in my spare time. You can go to the Epic Store and have a look at my sound packs if you're producing games for the Unreal Engine, or you can go to Buy Me a Pizza and donate whatever you want, or you can go to Bandcamp and have a listen to some music I made that has nothing to do with Deep Rock Galactic at all, and you can donate there as well. And I think that's all. Let's continue with the video. And then for processing the final sound, the first step was to just boost the high end on the thing because it was a bit muffled. So this is without. And with. There's clearly a high end boost. And then I cut the very low frequencies. You can see in this area, you can't really hear it, but it cleans up the audio and gets rid of unwanted frequencies that you'll never hear. And then I applied some reverb on the whole thing, and that's key to making things sound enormous. So this is without the reverb. doesn't sound that big at all. And then in the end, I limit everything, which is basically just crushing the sound together so it sounds like it's coming from one uniform thing. It doesn't have any big audible peaks or anything. And it seems straightforward and easy, but with creative processes like this, it's always getting to this point that takes a long time. It's experimenting and pitching, and because it doesn't really communicate what you want, it doesn't sound the right way. But at the end, hopefully you end up with a result that you like. Thanks and take care.